Well, it's day 32, and today we're heading to Ryugado Cave. That means Dragon River Cave. And for some reason, I skipped coffee and breakfast this morning, so I'm just going to settle for vending machine coffee. It's honestly not that bad. Now, Ryugado Cave is about 4 kilometers deep, but only about 1 kilometer of that's open to the public. There's 3 different routes you can take to see the cave. One's the typical sightseeing route, which just involves walking. There's the adventure route, which is more like spelunking, involves climbing and crawling a lot. And then there's the waterfall route, which involves literally climbing up the river and up waterfalls, getting very wet in the process. And someday, I really hope to do that version.
Careful, careful, careful.
Now, as this is known as the Dragon River Cave, throughout the cave you'll find cool names such as the Waterfall of the Flying Dragon, followed shortly by the Memorial Waterfall, And then you'll find the stone from heaven and the drawn curtain, which just sounds like a finishing move from a kung fu movie. And eventually we come to the dragon's mouth, because that sounds cool. It's the dragon's mouth. Rawr! Followed shortly by the backside of water. Wait a minute, where have I heard that before? Oh man, I don't want to wait 5 minutes. And just a fun fact, the ancient Japanese used to live in this cave. They found pottery from over 2,000 years ago. And at the top of the cave, you will find a vending machine and rest area, where you can enjoy some AC before you descend the mountain. And every time I come here, I can't help but notice how weird these blue plants are. I feel like I'm on a different planet. On your way down, don't forget to stop at the Ryugado Museum. It focuses mainly on prehistoric life here in Japan, as they have found evidence on Kyushu that dates back 15,000 years. So people have been living in Japan for a long time. But they probably didn't live with the dinosaurs. But it's a lot more fun if you believe they did. Now check out what I found in the gift shop though. It's another dog. This one's Sakamoto Ryoma, who's kind of a local legend. I'll talk more about him in a later episode, but basically he was a revolutionary from the 1800s. And if anybody's going hunting for great white sharks, or perhaps Moby Dick, they've got you covered here. Well, it's almost lunchtime, so let's ask this local guy if he knows where a good restaurant is. Hey! Forget it. We'll just head down the street to Cafe Gusto again. I've got a hankering for pasta. So I ended up with spaghetti carbonara, and got to see my old friend Bellabot. Remember Bellabot?
What number are we? 32? Ah, do you want to get it, sister?
Well, in the gift shop here, you can get yourself some BellaBot swag. But I honestly didn't get any. Well, it is getting late in the day, but we've still got an hour before closing time at the Noichi Zoo. So let's get going. Now, I've honestly been to quite a few zoos in Japan and don't like most of them. But the Noichi Zoo is a little bit different. It really reminds me of the zoo back home, the Oregon Zoo. And that's not a bad thing. They've even got a bunch of beavers here. Way more beavers than I've ever seen. And Oregon is the beaver state. That there is a top-of-the-line air conditioning system. I like that. And what's better is it's right next to the splash pad. Very nice. Why is there so much space between us?
Space?
Space.
Why do they get so much food?
The giant gap between the fence and us, Kate. Do you understand now? See the river? No, usually you can...
Wide open, like we're way closer, I feel like, than we are in the winter.
And I don't know why, but this shoebill stork is famous here. In fact, we bought one of his t-shirts at the gift shop.
I definitely love it, but then I was like, he has a million pairs, and then the front being blank.
Bird. Sorry.
But before you visit the Noichi Zoo, just remember that everything is prohibited. I mean everything. Nothing's allowed. Hey! Well, that's it for day 32. Day 33 is next, and it's going to be a long day. We start the day teaching my daughter how to drive, and then go visit Kochi Castle, and afterwards we go to Actland to learn about people-powered theme parks. And then it's festival time in Japan. So our first one is the Ekin Festival, which is where they tell stories about scary paintings. Ooh!